our Buckeye Nation for supporting us out there. It was great to see them in the corner of the end zone. And also the tremendous respect I have for this program and Coach D'Antonio. We knew exactly what this would be, and it was. I mean, that was November football at Michigan State. And every run, Mike Weber ran for over 100 yards, and I would have to say that 75% of those are post-contact yards, and he ran really, really hard. Everything about that was really hard against that defense, and I'm really ecstatic for our defense the way they came out and played. And our punter and Terry McLaurin, it's with great reverence I say that because you go back all the way to Brad Roby, to Devin Smith, to Denzel Ward, Garyon Conley, and I'm just telling you that, for the guys who cover us every day, those are the gunners, we call them. And Terry's as good as there is. Terry might have taken over the title as the best I've ever had, because that's what he's done for our program. And he's blown out now. And he even mentioned in there a couple times that he almost couldn't go, but he knew how important it was to get that ball down inside the 5-yard line. So with that said, I'll take any questions.
Over here to the left, Bill.
Ruben, we've asked you a lot about using tape this year. What through the decision to play him now? How did you use him before, and what did you think we could do today?
Oh, it's hard yardage down there, and so we're just kind of researching, and then we had a turnover down there, but he's a guy, I think we're going to do more of that. It's just that's when you start to get in that part of the field, it's rugged, especially against a defense like that. So I hope to use him more.
Over here to the right, Bill.
Urban, what's going through your mind throughout the third quarter after the first half? It's such a slog, and then you get those turnovers, which you haven't had a turnover in the Minnesota game. What's kind of going through your mind until Draymond gets that fumble recovery?
We just kept playing the field position game. I want to say every one of 6 times we kept them inside the 20. I'd like to hear that stat, Jerry. You said
5 inside the 6 in the second half.
5 inside the 6-yard line, and that's in those kind of conditions. That was to me the difference. And we always talk about the offense's job in a game like this: get 2 first downs, get the ball to midfield, and let's get the ball down inside the 10-yard line. I can't imagine a group that works harder than our guys at that, than Drew and our gunners.
Over to the left, Austin.
Urban, it seems like for the last 4 or 5 weeks, it's even when Ohio State wins, that you guys haven't been satisfied with the way you played. How do you feel with this win on the road in the cold against this team, and was the mood different with your guys afterwards?
It sure was. That was a big win. We're very satisfied, and I agree with you. The other ones, people didn't feel like they won. That was a great locker room. That's the way it's supposed to be. Enjoy the win and get ready for the next one.
Over to the right, Ari.
Urban, you've seen everything in your college career. In your coaching career, but and you mentioned Drew Chrisman already, but is that the most a punter has changed a game in maybe your entire career?
I think so. Especially against this kind of environment, and we've had some great ones over the years, but I think Drew and the little Australian was pretty good at it too.
Was it funny to see your punter do the post-game interview on television?
I wouldn't have let him if I knew what was happening.
Over here to the front.
Urban, similar to that, you've been around a long time. Can a punting game, can what happened today break a team spirit when you get into that type of thing where they're just constantly stuck?
Well, you think about the first quarter of the game, we couldn't get out of our own end zone too. That's the way it started. And I remember a couple years ago against a team up north, that's awful. When you're facing a great team and a great defense, and you just can't get back, And then all of a sudden you flip the field and the whole. If you remember, they missed a field goal, and that kind of flipped it. Instead of us being backed up, we were on the 30-yard line. Then we started playing an even field.
I have to ask you about his first punt, the 4 yards. What after that, to see him redeem? What were you thinking after the 4-yard?
Almost benched him. We just don't have anybody else to go with.
Over here to the right, play.
Did you see this as a pretty big hurdle to climb to beat a ranked team on the road? Could this be the kind of game that sets up November like you wanted to?
We're not where we need. We talked about. Do we have conversations about what's going to cost? No, we're not there yet. And we needed to play some really good defense, tackle well, create turnovers. We did that. We needed to continue to run the ball and have a tailback run 100 yards against these guys. It was outstanding. So we're just driving the nail. Just keep hitting the nail as hard as you can.
Front row, middle, Shannon.
Hey, congratulations, Mr. Meyer, on your win today. I'm just curious. We all know that you're the mastermind behind offensive football, and just wondering what your thought is on Rocky Lombardi and what your thought was on him being pulled from the game today.
I just saw him go in right before the half and take the team right down the field. I got a lot of respect for him, and I thought he played great, you know, in that drive. I don't even remember when they pulled it.
Front row right, Tim?
Yeah, Urban, just from your vantage point, just defensively, what did you guys really get done today from your vantage
Tackled.
point? Yeah.
We really tackled well, and I felt like we covered well and tackled well.
And what kind of shot in the arm does that do for that group?
That's confidence, man. And we talked about an outfit that needed it. We needed it.
And final question for Coach, over here to the right, Doug.
Urban, how much did the wind and the weather affect the passing game today, and how do you think Dwayne handled himself today?
I think okay. I think we missed a couple, but it really wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be much worse. And I'd like to close with this, is that we presented on behalf of the Ohio State football team and Buckeye Nation, we presented William White the game ball for this game today. And it was really kind of cool to see Brendan come up there and take it on behalf of his father. And William, I've known William since 1986. He's a dear friend, one of the smartest guys I've ever met, one of the greatest football players I've ever met. And so I know Buckeye Nation would approve of that. So thank you.
Thank you, Coach.